I see this a lot in my work with addictions. I do a lot of work with people with all sorts of addictive behaviours, and there does seem to be a common theme, and that is this compulsive future thinking, which in some people can become so extreme that it sets up extremely uncomfortable feelings, an incredible restlessness, almost an inability to be still. It can become so consuming that people can't even bear to be in their own skins. A feeling entirely perpetuated through future thinking. I worked with a man recently, a very wealthy and successful chap who had bought himself a sports car. I think he spent close on £100,000 English pounds. That's what, $200,000 or thereabouts. And there was a long waiting list for this car. He had to wait several months for it. And all the time he was waiting for this car, there was a restlessness. When I get my car, then I'll be okay. When I get my car, everything will be great. And to the point where really the months leading up to that were quite uncomfortable for him. And when he did finally get his car, the high lasted for about 20 minutes. Because when he got it home, he found that the skirts on this car were so low that he wasn't able to get it up the drive. It was beaching itself on the gravel. 20 minutes and the high had gone. Already he was wishing he'd bought the four-wheel drive. The future thinking also tends to create anxiety, particularly if your head works like mine does, because the future's scary, isn't it? And it's going wrong. If this happens, I'll do that, and if so and so says this, then I'll say that. Oh dear. How are you getting on? You sorted it out yet? Look what we're trying to do. We're trying to solve a future that doesn't exist, with thoughts that don't leave our heads. It's got to create anxiety, hasn't it? The future thinking also has a nasty habit of setting us up for later. You know, we've got a picture of how the future should be, and then when we arrive, then the future is now, it's never quite like the picture, is it? And then we can find ourselves fighting reality to make it fit a picture that we made up. That's hard work, isn't it? And it's a very painful existence. And what's more, it prevents us enjoying what's here, because we're constantly trying to change what's here to fit what we've made up. Let me give you an example. Let's suppose you're going away for the weekend, a short break, a bit of a treat. And all week we might be imagining that weekend, how it's going to be, the hotel, the food, the weather, and it's going to be wonderful. We've got this picture of how it's going to be. And what that does is actually make the whole week wrong, because we're not there. It makes the whole week uncomfortable. All the wanting and looking forward to the future spoils that week. And then when we get there, it's raining. Though the view from the hotel room isn't the view we thought it should be, and the food doesn't taste quite how we think it should. The whole weekend is ruined. Whereas if we can arrive at that weekend without any preconceptions, then we don't need to battle reality. And what's more, we might find that in that reality there's something else there. That the room that doesn't have the view, we might find is the most comfortable and quiet room in the hotel, or that food that doesn't taste like it should is now an opportunity to try a new form of cuisine. That rain that was going to spoil our holiday now provides us with other opportunities. We can feel it and smell it and see how it makes the light reflect. It's only our trying to match now to our preconceptions that makes now wrong. Some people spend their whole lives in a kind of permanent state of resistance, fighting this moment because it doesn't meet a future thought that they made up.